How are you, Casey?
Doing good. Hi, viewers. Welcome back to the Spark is Love. We have Winette. She is the CEO of Outright Immigration Consulting. And I am just so happy to have her in studio today because she is a woman full of value, full of knowledge, and she's going to be sharing some really good things with you. So, if you're from a different country and you've moved to this country or you're moving to this country, she's going to give you the 411 all on the green card process. And we're going to talk a little bit about tips and tricks. She is not a lawyer, she's an immigration specialist. So, Winette, that's my first question for you. What
Yes.
makes you special? What makes what your services different and special for our users?
Well,
Viewers?
um, what makes me special? What it is that when I do service individuals, I do not only provide them with the immigration services that they do need, but also I kind of guide them and walk them through the whole process. And from one end to the next end, it would be getting their documents. Then it would be finding a job and or school to be able to move forward and finding how to get prepared in the United States, learning the language, and also apply for credit card to build your credit to be able to rent or purchase um, a home or purchase a vehicle and so forth. So I said that I provide a concierge service, which means that it's from start to finish. You don't just get your document and walk out of here without further notice. Although each individual services are different type of steps that you have to take in different type of services.
Yes, I love it because it's truly a holistic model where you're sort of like family, where you're like holding their hand. I was born in the United States, but I came over here as a teenager, and there's so many things you have to figure out, getting the driver's license, the process of
Yes.
work. So
Yes.
this is you become like a friend, you in essence.
Most definitely. I'm your friend, I'm your family. I will walk you through it and I will guide you through everything because I have family members that have been there. I know what it is and what it entails. Something as simple as getting an ID card at the DMV can be complicated for someone who's unaware what are the requirements and or can't find anybody to give them a ride just to go to their appointment or set up the appointment, you know?
And it's little things like these we think about, but I'm just thinking as a business owner, if I'm hiring someone from a different country and there are certain things, yes, it's nice if I could process their paperwork, but some of the little things that they have to figure out, if they don't have anyone to help them through with it, it might not be a successful hire, right?
That's what it is. That's where I come in to be able to service because a lot of immigration consultant what they'll do is fill out your document and then you're on your own. We do follow up on your document for you and making and help you do follow up and walk you through everything. We don't just fill out the application. You have your paper and you're like, okay, I have my document, but I don't know where to go and where to start.
Yes, so you help them. That's amazing. And I love the long term because on my network we have a lot of nurses, even international nurses, and
Yes.
sometimes they may need help or their family might need help in this process. It could be overwhelming, and if they're working, they don't have time to figure this out. So this is awesome. I think you're so valuable, Winette.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I my goal is to service and to be a place of resources where they can come and get all the information that they need.
That's amazing. And you know what? You are. You really are. And we're going to get into that today because you're going to be sharing with us some frequently asked questions. We're going to take it very simple. But just let's start off. What on earth is a green card?
I know. Well, a green card, which is also known as a permanent resident card, what
Mhm.
it does is it allows the individual to live and work permanently in the United States.
Okay, okay. So if someone wants to be here and working legally, they need a green card.
They need a green card if they want to reside in this country permanently.
Oh, okay.
Permanently.
So permanent residence. Okay.
Correct.
That's what they call that, permanent residence, right?
That's correct.
Okay, okay. So somebody might be like, yes, I want to come. I want to come. So how do I get one? Like, how do I get a green card?
Well, there are several ways that you can obtain the green card. You can get it through employment, family sponsorship, refugee or asylum status. That
Mhm.
there's a diversity lottery and special immigrant categories that probably in the future we'll talk more about.
Okay, okay. So there are multiple ways to come in the
Yes,
country legally.
that's
That's what you're
correct.
telling me?
Yes,
Now I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy to get one. But like when you get a green card, are you able to hold a job? Like could you work with a green card?
most definitely. The green card, although with the green card you're not a U.S. citizen, but there's a lot of things that um, an undocumented person cannot do, and there's a lot of things that even a non citizen cannot do. However, when you are a resident of the United States, you have more open doors to you.
Okay, now this is just a question thrown out for you. Do you see in your practice, do you see that there are people who hold green cards but don't know the full scope or the power of what they can do with a green card? Have you
Yes,
encountered that?
yes, there. I've seen people who they hold a green card and they do not take advantage of it. There are some benefits that they are eligible for, and they are unaware that they can have these benefits because they're not a U.S. citizen. But
Oh,
but there is, yes.
so like if someone's looking at this and they're like, wait, maybe I'm not using this green card to the fullest. Would if they did like a call with you, like an initial call, will you be able to help them like really max out all the uses for their green card?
Yes, and they can definitely reach out to me for a consultation, and then we will go over or a one-on-one overview of what the green card is about, and then we can go ahead and discuss what they can do with the green card, and what are the benefits to it.
Yes, because I'm just thinking some people might need it, or maybe they got married or they came over here for work, but
Mhm.
they don't know all the other things that they're entitled to do, and nor do they have time to figure it out. So a call with you might be like a really good thing.
Yeah, that's correct. There are jobs that will now hire you for a certain position if you do not have a green card because they want someone who's going to be here permanently, and that's one of the benefits.
Okay, okay. Now, I was gonna ask you because we were like, I was thinking about like a sponsor for the green card. Do jobs sponsor people for green cards to get in green
Yes.
cards?
Yes, we call it the employment sponsorship. They do sponsor you for permanent residency, but it's based on your job skills or qualification. So it might require for them to do a labor certificate and then filing an immigrant petition. So basically, there's a process to it.
Yes, there's a process. Now, if somebody's like, they have a company and they're like, we think we want to hire some immigrants, like, and sponsor them. Is that a service that you offer where you can actually help them or guide them through the process of hiring?
The employment based services, I
Mhm.
actually work with an attorney. that does provide that service.
Nice.
And if that's something that someone is interested in, most definitely I can get you guys connected and then we service you. There's a lot of the services that I may not provide directly, but
Directly.
I have colleagues and attorneys that does provide, they do provide these type of services, and they will be able to help.
I think this is wonderful because you're like a one-stop shop, so they get a relationship with you, and then you can get whoever, whatever they need in terms of immigration. You will make sure that they get taken care of.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
amazing. That's amazing. Let's talk about this diversity program. What's that about?
Well, the diversity program, it provides a limited number of green card to individual from countries of low rate, if they have low rate of immigration into the United States,
Mhm.
they select the winners randomly, and then you get to enter the United States. Um,
Okay.
so those are designated countries, so you have to be,
I think back in the day they call it the lottery. Is,
yes,
is that what they call the
it's
lottery?
a lottery.
They had it. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
lottery.
That's really cool. So they still do have it, but for select countries?
That's correct. And they still do have it for selected countries, and for a time frame, they'll tell you
Oh,
whenever it's open, and then you have to take advantage of it whenever that happens.
yes, yes. So probably keep your ears and eyes peeled. Where would they find that information?
Well, most of the time, whenever that information come into surface, through my website and also through my to social media, I will share that information. Also, USCIS is really good for that. Their website always have the information that you need.
Awesome, awesome. So, viewers, you see, if you're listening here, stay
Yes.
connected to Winette. You might just find out about a lottery in your country. That's really cool. And
Yes.
that's just wonderful. Now, this whole process of applying for a green card, you have to wait, right? So, how long does that process take?
Well, the waiting process, it varies. It could take several months to several years, depending on the category on which you applied for it.
Okay. Now, question, do you help people like really clarify what category? Because sometimes you could apply in many different categories. Is that a thing?
Well, there are different categories where you apply for it. Depending on your category, you will fall under that waiting list.
Oh, okay. Because what
So,
what I was thinking when that is, what if you did it? Because you have to pay for this, right? So what if you did it, but you applied for the wrong category, trying to DIY it? Did you get your money back? Or you just lose?
I it has happened, and this is where a lot of people makes mistake, and they get a lot of denied.
Oh,
So just so you know, most of the denial comes from people applying um, for the wrong category. They will definitely get their denial, and then it is sad for someone to wait that long to receive a denial.
yeah, yes. Yeah, because that's devastating. And then they get denied, and then they don't have the green card at the end of the day. That's
Right.
very
It's,
sad.
yes, it is always good to, whenever you're going to have your document processed for you, whoever's assisting you they have knowledge in um, that particular process or service that they're offering. And then also they're able to provide you full information on that particular status that you want to apply for. Because if not, then it could be very sad.
Yes. Wow.
Very sad
Well,
story.
this so even just doing a consultation with you before even if they want to DIY it, a consultation with you will actually just put them in the right direction, right?
Yes, and then like I said before, I am not an attorney. I'm an immigration consultant, an immigration specialist, which means that we cannot provide legal advice.
Mm-hmm.
However, we have the website, the USCIS website, that is full of information, and sometimes the if you have your resources, all you got to do is research it. And once you research and you find the information for what you're researching, then you can utilize it to be able to make a formal decision.
That is true. That is true. And I think sometimes because I've been on that website and I English is my first language.
Mhm.
And it can be confusing, right? So you think someone English is not their first language and they have an abundance of information. Having a guide can be helpful.
Yes,
Mm.
yes, that is correct. And then again, not everyone can use an immigration consultant. Sometimes you have to use an attorney for your services. And then that's where I come in. And I can tell you, hey, I can help you with this process, but with this process, I cannot. You're going to need an attorney for this. And then sometimes, as an immigration consultant, we have to be honest
Yeah,
and to be able to have success as well.
yeah.
So I work, I know a few attorneys that we will work with and forward your information over or refer you to them. Also, you're entitled to select your own attorney. You do not have to go, but if you need referral, we can always do that as well.
That's excellent. You're such a person of integrity and you really want to see them succeed. I can tell it. I can
Yes.
know this is your passion just
Yes.
to get people not just come to the United States, but really flourish here. And
Exactly. And that is my goal. Flourish, flourish. Yes.
yes,
That way you'll be happy, you're reaching your goal, and you have peace.
absolutely, which is everything. Oh my, this, I'm so privileged to have you on today.
Thank
I just
you.
I wanted to just, as we wrap up our interview today, I just wanted to ask you just if you had any um, words of encouragement or inspiration for anyone going through the process or have family going through the process. Um, I just wanted to give you a moment just to speak to that person who you may work with in the future and just give them some hope.
Okay. Well, I just want to let them know that I know how hard it can be to be in the United States. My parents entered the United States, um, and they had to go through the same process. I had the privilege of being born in the United States. However, I had family members where that needed a lot of help, and fortunately, I was able to assist them, and that's how I even started in the immigration journey. So I want you to know that you're not alone. Sometimes you come to the country, the people who sponsored you are not who you think they were, or relationship are not working the way it should be. This is not the end of the world. There are ways around it, and we can assist many ways. We have we can refer you, we can assist you directly, and we can there are benefits that are available for non-citizens, and we since we have the resources, we can direct you to the right place, the right path, and the right people to be able to get help the way you should.
Awesome. Wonderful. Wonderful. I also want to congratulate you. Your team is growing. So
Hey,
congratulations.
thank you so much.
I'm so it's so joyful to see your business growing and doing so well. And I think it's a privilege for anyone to be able to work with you. But I thank you so much for sharing this information because information from a trustworthy person with integrity means so much today in this day and age. So thank you so much.
You
Well,
very
yes, yes. And hopefully I see you, I'll have you back again.
yes, Anytime, anytime. Thank you so much, Casey. And I really do appreciate you and I appreciate your work.
Thank you. Thank you, Winette. I will see you next time.
See you next
Thank,
time.
thank
Bye.
you, viewers. Bye bye.
Bye.